The Handler Protocol, Episode 11, After the Storm. Peace feels unfamiliar when chaos raised you. My name is S. I am the Handler, and one of the strangest experiences after surviving emotional warfare is silence. Not loneliness, not abandonment, silence. The absence of chaos, the absence of survival mode, the absence of constantly preparing for emotional impact. Because many people become so psychologically conditioned to instability that peace starts feeling suspicious, unsafe, unnatural. That is what happens when the nervous system spends years adapting to chaos. It stops recognizing calm as safety and starts interpreting calm as vulnerability. Some people grew up around screaming, around unpredictability, around emotional inconsistency, around survival. So their bodies learned something dangerous very early. Stillness means something bad is coming. And eventually, human beings begin emotionally depending on tension without even realizing it. Chaos becomes familiar. Stress becomes normal. Hypervigilance becomes identity. Emotional exhaustion becomes routine. And when life finally slows down, the nervous system does not know how to exist without preparing for war. That is why healing feels uncomfortable for many people. Not because peace is bad, because survival mode became familiar. Some people sabotage healthy relationships because emotional stability feels emotionally foreign. Some people create conflict because calm feels emotionally empty. Some people panic when life becomes quiet because silence forces them to finally feel emotions survival mode kept buried for years. And some people become emotionally restless because their nervous systems mistake chaos for aliveness. That is the aftermath of survival. Not simply healing from pain, but relearning how to exist without needing pain in order to feel normal. That process terrifies people, because after survival ends, identity changes. If your entire personality was built around surviving, then who are you when survival is no longer required? Who are you without hypervigilance, without emotional armor, without constantly expecting betrayal, without preparing for abandonment, without needing to emotionally brace yourself every second of the day? That question creates emotional discomfort most people never expect after healing begins. Because reconstruction is not only learning safety, it is learning peace. And peace feels vulnerable to nervous systems raised inside chaos. That is why emotional reintegration matters, because healing is not simply removing trauma. Healing is teaching the body, you no longer have to survive every moment. Teaching the mind, calm is not danger. Teaching the nervous system, you are allowed to rest now. And maybe one of the hardest things human beings ever learn is that peace can feel uncomfortable before it finally starts feeling safe. Because survival mode trained you to stay emotionally armed. Healing asks you to slowly put the weapon down. Not because the world is harmless, but because your nervous system deserves to experience life without constantly preparing for destruction. That is after the storm. The moment where survival finally ends and healing begins teaching you how to live afterward. My name is S, and this was the Handler Protocol. Truth, pressure, transformation.